Let's discuss about bilateral training and unilateral training. Bilateral training is using both of your limbs, such as your arms or legs, to execute a strength-based movement. So you can perform upper body push, upper body pull, lower body push being the squats, and also upper body pull for the deadlift. When you're performing, for today, we're going to present on the upper body strength-based movement, the shoulder press. With the dumbbell on the hands, as we press up and down, you realize that there's a component that you need to stabilize. That is your thorax. So as the load increases, you need to work on one thing as well, is the thorax area need to be more stable, and there will be a build-up of pressure around the upper body. In the heavier loads, when you look at 2 to 3 reps, there'll be breathing technique that you need to hold your breath to create more pressure, so your thorax will be more like a pressure chamber to increase the stability so that your upper body limbs can able to perform the movement with ease. Okay. Let's go to unilateral movement. Unilateral movement is based on using a single limbs. So there is a right or left side in this kind of movement. So using my right hand, I'm going to use a kaizo. Left foot forward, right foot behind. So you're going to do 2 variants of the single arm movement. One with the rotation, and the second one with the torso stabilizing and then press. The difference between the 2 variants is that the one with rotation feels more organic, more natural, and authentic, because you're able to make use of momentum. Momentum in parallel movement is part of the equation. So as if you want to walk, you're going to step your left foot, your right hand will also follow through. The create of the momentum allow movement to be more efficient. And why rotation is helpful? So we are always up against gravity. So pushing against gravity take more energy. Whereas if you are rotating over it, it's actually much more easier and energy efficient. And then when we do the one with stationary torso, you also realize that it's a little bit more, quite a lot more effort, because you need to resist rotation as you press. So comparing bilateral training and unilateral training, I'm not going to say that bilateral training is bad. I'm not going to say that unilateral training is for everyone. It really depends on the priority, what you want to train for. If you want to perform well in your strength-based competition, like CrossFit, powerlifting, you can go off to do bilateral training. But keep in mind there'll be a trade-off that your thorax area will be stiffened. The more you do with it, the more your body going to adapt and stiffen your upper body, such as the rib cage and your shoulder blade. And then in times to come, you have a limited range of motion for your upper body limb and the lower body limb. And then create more compensation. Another spectrum, when we look at unilateral training, yes, we look at maintaining the mobility, using momentum as well, but it's not really good to develop absolute strength if you're going to lift as heavy as you can. But the ideal combination of both will be good because it can complement each other. Bilateral training can really work out harder and increase intensity so that you can build tension on the muscle that create hypertrophy. And you're able to also have more masses on the body. Unilateral training will be good ideally for sport performance, or you're maintaining strength while not sacrificing range of motion. Okay, hope this tip will be helpful for you. Please check out proactivesg.com.